What's going on everyone? Jammers here, back with another Street Fighter V video. So Season 5 of Street Fighter V, or SF5 Champion Edition, whichever one you want to call it, is here with us now. And with that comes some new balance changes for the entire cast, and the additional character, Gil. Now this video here will be focusing on what has changed regarding our Final Fight Diva. This should have been the first video I uploaded to my channel regarding Season 5 of Street Fighter V, but I got sidetracked and uploaded other things. But enough about that, let us find out what has changed about Poison. So the first change we are going to cover is regarding Poison's Vitality and Stun. Both went from 950 to 975. Now a lot of characters in Street Fighter V got a health change, a stun change, or both, and Poison is one of the characters that received both. This is a big change in my personal opinion, as Poison gets to survive certain sequences and won't die as quickly as before. Don't misunderstand me though, you still have to be careful when playing this character. The second change Poison received is regarding her standing medium kick. The startup of standing medium kick has been reduced from 8 frames to 7 frames. Now this is another big change in my books because now some of Poison's counter hit combos do more damage. Especially with a counter hit standing medium punch, because Poison couldn't get a stand medium kick after landing a counter hit standing medium punch before. And with the stand medium kick being 7 frame startup, this also means Poison can use the standing medium kick to punish the vast majority of overheads in the game now. Most overheads in the game have now been changed to -7 on block. So if Poison blocks an overhead from relatively far out, then she can punish with a standing medium kick, which is slightly more damage than using the standing medium punch. The third change for Poison is for another one of her normals, and that is standing hard kick. The startup of standing hard kick has been reduced from 9 frames to 8 frames, and this is another decent change, but where it makes a difference is situational. Against some characters like Laura, there would be a situation where Poison would block a move that is -4 on block, and then try to press standing hard kick to take advantage of the situation. But the 4 frame move would beat Poison's standing hard kick because it was 1 frame faster. Poison's standing hard kick would become 5 frames in this particular situation. And now with the slight reduction in startup, the standing hard kick will win in a situation like this due to the priority system and crush counter. What this change also means is that if Poison blocks Alex, Urian, or Abigail's overhead, then she can punish with standing hard kick. The window is tight, but it's doable. It's not often you see overheads punished with heavy attacks, so this is a pretty cool change. The next change will be going over Poison's crouching medium punch. And crouching medium punch is one of Poison's best normal attacks, and what Capcom did was slightly reduce the frame advantage on hit, from +7 on hit to +6 on hit. Now this is not a big deal, as Poison still gets a lot of mileage from the crouching medium punch. The B&Bs still work, and she can still dish out a massive amount of damage. Even the crouching medium punch standing hard kick counter hit combo still works, and this is due to the change that happened to the standing hard kick. The only thing you can't do now is link crouching medium kick from the crouching medium punch on regular hits. You can only do it on counter hit or if the crouching medium punch connects meaty. All in all, crouching medium punch is still a fantastic button. The fifth change Poison received is regarding her special attack, Avant Line. This is a small change, but what has happened here is that the forward hitbox of the move has been slightly expanded. So in scientific terms, the hitbox for Avant Line is a tiny bit bigger than the hurt box, and I'm guessing this change is so that certain combos into regular Avant Line are more consistent, probably in the V-Trigger 1 combos. Nothing significant, but it still helps. Now when it comes to the EX version of Avant Line, the biggest change about this move is that it went from -16 on block to -2 on block, and you can clearly see the visual change Capcom made to the move. With the move being -2 on block now, Poison is safe from punishment, but not advantageous. So if you drop a combo into EX Avant Line, then it's sort of fine now because Poison is safe on block. The move also got a slight hitbox expansion for all the hits except the final hit, similar to the regular Avant Line change. Not a huge deal, but it still helps. Moving on to another change regarding Poison's special attacks, but this time focusing on Love Me Tender. Now I didn't understand this change at first, so I had to get someone to explain it to me. So what Capcom did was reduce the hurt box at the foot of the move before the flip kick starts up. So I'd say it was safe to assume that Love Me Tender, all regular versions that is, can go over low attacks if done in anticipation, but it all depends on the low attack, I suppose. Not a significant change, but again, it does help. Now for the EX version of Love Me Tender, the move has now changed so that it connects as an overhead on hit. EX Love Me Tender has very specific uses, so the fact that Capcom changed it to an overhead now was definitely surprising. Now whilst you may catch a few people out with this move on the odd occasion, the flip side of it is that the move is now -4 on block instead of -2, meaning that EX Love Me Tender can be punished by light attacks and some critical arts. The reward is slightly better than the light version in terms of damage and stun, but the punishment is all the same. The final change Poison got is for her critical art move, Love Hurricane. Poison had the slowest critical art in the game, tied with Ed at 13 frames of startup, but in Season 5 of Street Fighter 5, the move has gone from 13 frames of startup to 10 frames of startup. Now this change is substantial, and one that I personally wanted since playing Poison back in August. Now what this means is that Poison can now punish moves that she couldn't punish before from half screen, an instant example being her own crouching hard punch in the mirror. I'll shed more light on what her critical art can punish now in the near future. But this also means that the critical art can now catch light attacks in certain situations where it couldn't before. Now this was a big issue for Poison, it still kind of is to be honest, because she doesn't really have a defensive option and the critical art was rarely used on defense. Another positive change is that Capcom slightly expanded the forward hitbox of the Love Hurricane critical art, so it can punish fireballs from slightly further out as well as catch other things in the neutral. I still need to do more testing regarding the critical art changes, but overall I'm pretty pleased with this change, so thank you Capcom. And that's pretty much it for the video people. Overall, Poison is in a much better place now than she was in the previous version of the game. She has better counter hit combos now due to the standing medium kick change, EX Avant Line being -2 on block now is a pretty huge deal in my opinion, and Love Hurricane, her critical art being 10 frames of startup is definitely a massive buff. I wanted it to have 9 frames of startup, but hey, I can't complain too hard. Anyway, let me know how you felt about the video in the comments below, and what changes stand out to you the most. This has been your boy Hasty Jammers, and I will see you guys on my next Street Fighter 5 video, so until then, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.